Dear audience, Assalamu alaikum. Hope everyone is in good health. At this time, I bring you all to the Portugal Lisbon trip with me. I am in Newark Airport at this moment. Try to go to the plane now. Please follow me to the end of the part one of this trip. We landed.
This is rush hour in Lisbon. You see traffic. Wow. We're waiting for the luggage here, this line. I read it. Number 12 was we leaving the airport right now. Going outside in Lisbon. This is also Mafra area. The area is good area, yeah? Beautiful area. My hotel. Yeah, that's water in front of me.
From the airport, I took Uber to go to my hotel in Al Mafrah, which is about 26 kilometers from the airport. It is nice and beautiful area to live. Soon I will move to the center of the city. Please follow me to go to the center of the city, which is
This is evening
Lisbon.
of Lisbon Center. Lisbon. It's all restaurants. And then here, and then this white thing. That's the ocean. That is how you can go to the boat.
Lima.
Okay, you
And my football is Sax Beach.
okay. You see yourself on YouTube, okay?
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Nice.
Good. This is what I
Very, 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 very good. Congratulations.
Obrigado.
Thank you very much. You'll be on YouTube, okay?
Okay. Nice.
From Lisbon. See this seafood restaurant? That's the water. And this is the center of the Lisbon. Really beautiful. Later on will be so crowded this area. Right now it's too early, I think so. This is called Lisbon Catera. I found Lisbon very safe place and people are so kind. I see a lot of tourists in this area. Tuk-tuk in Lisbon. This is food court in Lisboa called Time Out Market. You can find any kind of food in here. A grill, we call it. And then they have halal food. Halal food. What kind of food they have? Now, please take a look to these historical places. It's very interesting with decor and construction at that time. Now we are going to the place called Fatema with a tourist minibus. He will explain about places, history, and more. To find out more, please watch till the end of the part 1 of Portugal trip.
The Romans, they left us something that is really important, our language. So the Portuguese language, it's a Latin-based language. And we have 5 Latin-based languages. So Portuguese, Spanish, French, Italian, and Romanian. All these 5 languages, they came from the Romans, okay? So again, the Romans also had a really strong influence in the place that now is Portugal. Not only in Portugal, but also in Spain. Mainly, the influences that we had in Portugal.
Trip is in Fatima and Lisbon. So
sure.
we came here and this gentleman is our instructor.
We
our
are going
guide.
to have a really nice day in Fatima today.
Yeah. Can you introduce yourself, please?
My name is Pedro. I was born in Lisbon, so of course I'm Portuguese. And people that are born in Lisbon, they are called Lisboeta. So I am Lisboeta.
Yes. Can you tell me about where come from this name of Fatima?
So the name of Fatima, it's an Arab name. And there's a legend about Fatima that when the Moors were here, when the Moors invaded Portugal, there was a prince, a Moorish prince, that he was in love with his wife, and he gave the name of his wife to this small town here. Fatima was her name.
Yes, thank you so much. This information I will add it to my YouTube channel.
Okay,
You
no
like
problem,
it?
sir. For
okay,
sure.
what else you want to say about this Fatima area? Can you tell me more?
So now we are in a place to do some shopping, okay? But along the day we will speak a little bit
about
a little
so
bit more.
many things, name coming with al.
Of course. The thing is that the Moors, they were here since the 7th until the 11th century. So they left us, when I say us, the Portuguese and the Spanish, they left us lots of words that start, all the words that start with al,
Yes.
the origin is from the Moors, from the Muslims.
Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
very
much,
much. I would like to know, Pedro, about this little stone. What's behind this? Why streets or walkways, they all with little stones?
This is really typical. This is called calçada portuguesa. And the guys that make this, they put stone by stone and they have to take a special course. So again, it's called calçada portuguesa. It comes from the early 19th century and it's typical. You see it all across the country, from Lisbon to Porto to all the Portuguese cities. And mainly it's also part of our culture. Let's say it this way.
Okay.
There is
To
a
watch
story.
battles.
There is a story about this place that we are going to visit, and I will tell you now, and then I will repeat everything in Portuguese to our friends over here. Eu vou contar a história da batalha para eles, e depois vou contar para vocês. Okay? And so, we are the year of 1385, so a long time ago. And in that period, some years before,
It's about battle.
the King of Portugal was a man named Ferdinand I. And Ferdinand I, unfortunately, he was not a really good king. And why? Because like for example, he attacked two distinct times the Spanish. And the Spanish had a huge army. So they say to Ferdinand, my friend, you tried 2 times. We will spare you for now, but your daughter has to marry with me, with the King of Spain. And the King of Spain was John I of Spain. John I of Spain, he made that agreement with Ferdinand. He got married with Beatriz, so the daughter of the King of Portugal. And some months after that, Ferdinand, the King of Portugal, dies of natural causes. And the King of Spain, John I, thought to himself, okay, I got married with the now Queen of Portugal, so I have the right to claim the Portuguese crown to myself. And he tried to do exactly that, but of course, the Portuguese people, they didn't thought it was a good idea, especially the noble families. And so the noble families, they all unite to decide who could be the next King of Portugal. And they choose a man named also John. And he became John I of Portugal. So, John I of Spain, again John I of Portugal. And why did they choose that man? Because he was also son of Ferdinand. But he was an illegitimate son. Okay? So, let's say. And that new battered king, let's say it this way, he speaks with the nobles of Portugal and they arrange a small army with 7,000 troops. And the Spanish, they do an agreement with the French, and the French at the time were at war with England, so the Spanish made an agreement with the French, Spain and France. They have a big army with 30,000 troops and with a famous high cavalry that was really formidable. And so they start to march, they enter Portugal to fight against the Portuguese army. And also, I told you that the British, they made an agreement with the Portuguese. So the British, they helped us with 500 professional archers. So in full, the Portuguese army was 7,000 Portuguese troops and 500 English archers against 30,000 Spanish. Of course, everybody thought that the Spanish would defeat the Portuguese because the numbers are greater than the Spanish than the Portuguese. But against all the odds, the Portuguese, they won that battle. It was called the Battle of Aljubarrota in 1385. And why did the Portuguese won the battle? Not because we were superheroes, no. The thing was that when the Spanish army entered Portugal, they passed in several different places where they were attacked by small rebellions. Some people, they ran away from the villages and they burned down the villages, so the Spanish didn't have supplements, you know, so they didn't have nothing to eat. And when they arrived the area where the battle happens, they were demoralized, they were sick, and they were hungry also. And the other advantage of the Portuguese is that we choose the place where the battle happened. And so the Portuguese, they choose a place where they did lots of traps, especially for the Spanish high cavalry. And because of all that, they won that famous battle. And that battle was really important to the Portuguese people, because if the Spanish had won the battle, probably today I would be only speaking in Spanish. And after that, after the battle of Aljubarrota, the new king of Portugal, John I, he built a huge monastery, a beautiful monastery, to honor or to remember that great battle that the Portuguese had against the Spanish. And he called that monastery the Monastery of Batalha, that means battle, also known as the Monastery of Santa Maria da Vitória, so Saint Mary of the Victory. And it's this place that we are going to visit today. Okay, my friends? Yes. Any doubts, any questions that you want to put? So you can have an idea of the more interior regions of Portugal. Okay, my friends? It's unbearable for the younger generations to live here. And I'm talking about, of course, comparing with other countries of the European Union. And we are part of the European Union. I don't like to say this, but it's a bit like... My friends, look over there.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Wow, Michelle.
What is that called?
It's the Monastery of Batalha. The place that you...
Now we are in Fatema.
In Fatma, on the way we stop at the souvenir shop. So this souvenir shop, they make everything here. This is like a factory for souvenir they make. All souvenir. Most stuff they make in that room. That's like a factory. This is a big store here.
This is a
Berlin.
little piece of the Berlin Wall over here.
Oh,
Let's go, my friends.
what's this place?
This is the sanctuary. To the right side, the sanctuary.
Oh yeah.
There is the chapel of the aparitions over there. And in the left, the new church that was built maybe 15 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Okay, my friends. So, we have the chapel of apparitions over here. Okay. Usually people, this one here. Yes, it's unbearable for the younger generations to live here. And I'm talking about, of course, comparing with other countries of the European Union. And we are part of the European Union.
Thank you for watching and see you next time with new video. If it was useful, please don't forget like, comment and share. See you again.